Fellow Cap au pairs, I'm Luzaan from Merwe, a 20-year-old au pair who went through Carla's au pair. I'm currently au pairing in Charlotte, North Carolina. Can I just quickly adjust and say how blessed and honored I am to be au pairing for a loving family called the Abbotts. The Abbotts have two children named Piper and Ori. Piper is 11 months old and Ori is turning 3 the end of July. Leaving home for an entire year or maybe 2 years, it's real scary if you think about it. But at the end of the day, you gain independence, you gain a family, a new family who you can share a bond with. I know leaving home might be scary for you guys, but in my opinion, it was a great thing. I learned so much more. I got to meet new people from different continents. I got to meet Italians, Germans, Colombians, Brazilians, even people from Japan. You wouldn't even think they would au pair. But in New York, I had an amazing experience. If you arrive in New York, I want you to create as much as possible memories as you can. So, after your week in New York, a lot can go wrong. You're thinking, okay, I had an amazing week, nothing can go wrong. Let me tell you this. Everything went wrong. My friends, from what I can remember, their flights got delayed. I was lucky enough to get a flight out to San Antonio. So my friends, what they did was, when their flights got delayed, they remained calm throughout the entire process and they followed the steps your au pair provided for them. At the end of the day, it all worked out. They got a flight the next morning and they were off to their host families. What situation did I occur? So my situation was my luggage didn't get transferred in my layover. So I flew from New York, I had a layover in Charlotte, and then from Charlotte to San Antonio. When I arrived in Charlotte for my layover, my luggage didn't get transferred onto the next flight. And when I arrived in San Antonio, my luggage was nowhere to be found. What I did was, I remained calm even though I was under a lot of stress because it's your luggage. I remained calm throughout the entire process. I went to that airline's luggage claim and explained to them the entire situation. What they did was they tracked my bags down, and the Saturday morning when I woke up, my bags was right in front of the doorstep. So they'll try and get your bags to you within 24 hours. A lot of you are wondering, why am I in Charlotte? Why am I not in Texas? So I went through a rematch process because one of my host parents lost their job and they weren't able to afford an au pair. So I went through the entire rematch process. Let me just quickly state this out. Rematch is scary. Like, you go through a lot of emotions in one day. You're going from anxiety to sadness to wondering what's going to happen to your future. But the people that helped me throughout the entire process was Carla. She helped me remain calm, as well as my area coordinator. All I can say is, whenever you're in a rematch situation, please try and remain calm, as well as rematch isn't end of the world. Guys, most important fact or aspect you guys can remember is communication. Communication comes from both sides of parties. No matter what the situation is, always communicate with your host family. If you have a problem, talk to your host family first. Do not run to your area coordinator or community counselor telling them the situation, because whenever they address the situation with your host family, there's going to be a bigger conflict. Make sure you communicate from your side of a story. No matter what. Homesickness. Every person goes through a homesick phase. I was lucky enough, I haven't reached that point yet, but touch wood, I'm still 6 months into my program. Anything can happen. But if you approach homesickness, there are many ways to overcome that phase. Reach out to your family, ask if they can send you packages. Talk to your host family. Do not be shy talking to them about this phase. Third of all, try talking to your friends. Or what you can do is try finding something productive for your brain so you cannot think about being homesick the entire time. Things you should not do while being homesick. Do not sit in your room and eat a bunch of food. You'll get fat. Do not. Avoid that at all costs. Last but not least, when you arrive in the States, well, if you arrive in your hometown, try and find friends. So you're not cooped up on your weekends that you have off in your room. Find friends to explore your hometown. An easy way to find au pairs in your community is going onto Facebook, trying to look for a community au pairs group, or you can join the au pair group that I joined, which is called South African Au Pairs in America. That's all the advice I can give you guys. So why not join the CAP Sisterhood today and be an au pair for a year or maybe 2 years? All I can say is from my side is I'm not regretting anything. So far, the journey has been amazing and there's a lot more adventures ahead.